It is finally that time, alright? I've been pushing this review back for months, literally just lying through my teeth. I felt like Cardi, man. I was like, you know, maybe like next year, but I'm not gonna tell them that though, you know what I mean? But since it's Halloween, I'm like, you know what? It's about that time. They deserve the retrospective on the Revoltech Alucard, and here we are to finally discuss him, okay? Now this is a lot of people's grails. A lot of people want this figure. A lot of people already have this figure and it's like their favorite figure in their collection. Whatever the case is, I completely understand, and we're gonna go over what to expect if you don't have the figure yet and what you're getting yourself into. All right, now since it is Halloween, happy Halloween. I don't know if any of y'all celebrate that shit. I mean, y'all are probably a little too old to be trick-or-treating. I mean, come on, my nigga. But you know how free candy is free candy though, my nigga. Does it really matter? Yes, it is. If you're over the age of 18, my nigga, go get a job. What the fuck are you doing? Like, okay, I'm not judging, but you know, I do like free Hershey bars, but no. Okay, stop it. All right, now let's get into the figure. All right. When it comes to Revoltech boxes, they've definitely had a couple different designs over the years. This one is what I like to call like the in between the middle of the new shit with Amazing Yamaguchi and the original Revoltech boxes, which were a lot smaller, a lot skinnier. This one is pretty big. As you can see, it does say Alucard on the side, Revoltech Yamaguchi, Kyoto, Revoltech Yamaguchi at the top, series number 114. It does, like I said, have a lot of the same character traits as the other figures. Like I said, it says sculpted by Yamaguchi down here, Kyoto, etc. So that's all the same. Alucard on the side. Other side is just how the Revoltech joints work, which is pretty cool. And then on the back, it's like a custom box every time. They have different poses, obviously, for the promo shots. And it shows you the accessories on the top right, which is amazing. I love when they do that, just so you know what you're getting yourself into, okay, before you buy the figure if you see it in store. But seeing this figure in store is highly unlikely, if I'm just being honest, okay? But the poses look great, and everything on the box looks really nice. These little crosses over here. The design is pretty cool. I know a lot of people don't care about the boxes, but this is definitely one of the nicer ones that they've made, and I really appreciate it. Now, when it comes to how he looks, I think he's aged actually pretty well. Besides the exposed Revoltech joints everywhere, like at the top of the coat where you can move the little hinges right here, that does bother me a little bit. They do pop off a lot over time. They've just gotten loose. But other than that, I think it's fine. I will say the shoulder joints as well are completely exposed, so if you're not a fan of the Revoltech joints being exposed, this figure might bother you aesthetically. But me personally, I don't care about the joints. Like, I like the aesthetic. I think it looks fine. Doesn't bother me in the slightest, if I'm just being honest. That's just my personal preference. But yeah, he looks good. You might not like the fact that his hair is literally swaying to the right. Like, it's not stationary. It's always pre-posed, which I think it looks cool. Like, it kind of covers his eyes, and it also works with putting his glasses on and stuff like that. I think it looks great, but like I said, some people might not like that. It does take some time to get used to, okay? Colors look great. Some of it's a little bit faded over the years. The paint has just gotten worn down. I can't really help that. Like I said, when I got the figure, he was already like this. He hasn't changed much since I got him back in like 2019. I've taken really good care of him. So yeah, I think he looks good. I will say he's definitely on the taller scale for a Revoltech figure. He might be the tallest Revoltech figure I have. He is kind of ginormous, pause, okay? If I saw this nigga at night, I would be scared for my life. I'm just being real with you. So yeah, but I think that is pretty accurate. He has to be at least like 6'2" in the anime or manga. I swear he's really tall, like very, very tall, or at the very least, definitely not average height. So very accurate. Base face sculpt right here looks good. Eyes are painted nicely. And yeah, man, in terms of the looks, I think he looks great, honestly. Like, genuinely, probably one of my favorite looking figures in my collection. Now, what we're really all here for, if I'm just being honest, or at least me personally, is the articulation, okay? Does the articulation hold up? Absolutely. I mean, come on. Revoltech figures are just known for holding up in terms of articulation. I mean, for God's sake, have you seen the Dante figure? That's like, what, Revoltech number 3? And you can still get crazy poses with them to this day that some modern figures can't even hit. We all know the articulation is going to be good, man. Let's just be real, all right? Now, starting off with his head and neck articulation, his head can go all the way up. Phenomenal. But that joint is very exposed, so unless you're getting top-down shots, you're going to have to figure out a way to get around that. Down all the way. His neck and top chest piece is kind of on this, like, hinge, like another ball joint, so you can actually get more range going down. Does not help it go back at all. It doesn't make it go any farther back, but it does go down all the way to where he's looking completely down, so that does look good, but there is gappage in the back. So like I said, depending on your photography and whatever shot you're getting, you can hide it, and it definitely helps with the articulation. Side to side perfectly, full 360. Joint still feels nice and tight, doesn't feel super loose, doesn't feel like it's gonna snap. Neck articulation is great, okay? Now for the arms, all the way up. I mean, just completely. The joints don't get in the way at all, or nothing to get in the way of the joints, excuse me. The hair does kind of mess with the right arm a little bit. You can't go all the way up unless you really push his head to the side, but I mean, you can work around it, dude. Look at this range. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, now going in as well, phenomenal. Look at this shit, man. Come on. No butterfly joints, can still hit any pose you want with his guns. They look great. All right, double jointed range off a single joint, just a Revoltech joint, and then standard wrist articulation you get with pretty much any import figure these days. So yeah, that's nothing too crazy, but definitely works. All right, now ab crunch has a nice little joint right there. You can get a good amount of range still. He does have a really long torso, so I mean the bottom part's going to be a little bit more stationary than anything, but the top does get that range. Can't go back too much because the coat, not too worried about it though, still good. And then for the legs, just some regular Revoltech joints, just like for the shoulders, go up around this much. Pretty much complete splits. You just kind of got to mess around with the joint to reposition it. And then complete splits right there. Double jointed range off of this slice, which is really nice. I rhymed right there. That was super fucking corny. Holy shit. And yeah, regular, just standard ankle articulation. No toe hinge though, unfortunately, but it doesn't bother me because I don't usually use toe hinge with figures too much, so I really don't care. But just another regular Revoltech joint for the ankle, and it has really good range. So yeah, in terms of articulation, like I said, it's just regular standard Revoltech articulation. Definitely a lot more advanced maybe than the Dante figure and the Revi figure. Like definitely some huge upgrades. Definitely reminds me of the Edward figure from all the reviews I've seen. He looks very similar in terms of the build, maybe just a taller version of the Edward figure in a different color and stuff like that, but really, really similar in terms of joints. So if you have that figure, you should kind of already know what to expect with this one. All right, but the articulation is phenomenal, okay?
Neither of us could ever back down in front of an enemy. Come on then, Judas Priest!
You won't be so lucky this time, vampire.
Now, when it comes to accessories, he actually comes with a generous amount, alright? Now, right out of the box, he comes with a pair of dynamic open palm hands, a pair of fist hands, 2 hands to hold his guns, 1 hand for when he's piercing through vampires, and then the 2 hands so you can do his little eye ability. I completely forgot what it's called, but correct me in the comments and let me know what it is, because I have not watched Hellsing in a very long time, alright? Then he comes with his 2 guns, the Kasul and the Jackal. Both look great. Details are still nice, aged very well, alright? Then he comes with 2 effect pieces, one for when he's stomping on the ground, looks like it could be blood. It probably is blood, what am I talking about? And then the effect for when he's piercing through vampires also looks great, just some quick assembly, and then you're ready to use it, alright? Then he comes with 2 pairs of glasses. He comes with an extra one, I guess, if you lose it, because it is incredibly tiny. Like, if you lose this on carpet, I promise you, you're never finding it again. It's over, alright? But they look really nice. You can easily just put them, they get held with the hair, which is, you know, sometimes they can slip off, but for the most part it's fine. It looks good. Then he comes with his hat, which looks great, and then 2 faces, one with him holding the cross, the other one with him looking to the right with a smile, and then of course the base face where he's kind of smirking, looking forward, alright? And then of course the stand, because I keep forgetting Revoltech figures come with stands. I'm not the biggest fan of their stands. Like, they work, but they're just not my favorite, but they're fine. It still looks good, it still works, it is what it is. But yeah, man, in terms of accessories, they all look good. Everything's held up. Even the seals on the actual hands themselves, no paint has been lost. They all look great. And yeah, if you're worried about accessories, don't worry. He comes with everything he needs, alright? Now for some quick height comparisons, here he is next to the Revoltech Dante, the SHF 2.0 Kakashi, SHF 2.0 Piccolo, and the SHF Denji. I think he fits in fine, I guess, besides Dante, but Dante is really small, so he doesn't really count. I mean, he's not going to fit in the scale of pretty much any of your import figures. He's just very, very small. A lot of the old Revoltechs are just super tiny. So, I mean, I think he looks fine. He's supposed to be really tall, so I guess he fits in alright. Now for my final thoughts, should you pick him up? I mean, if you can find him for a decent price, absolutely, okay? Now, $200 resale, in my personal opinion, is ridiculous. That's way too much fucking money for that figure. I would not recommend spending $200 on pretty much any 1/12 scale figure, but, you know, this one's great, but not $200 great, okay? He's an amazing figure. $200 is insane, all right? Niggas just want bread, I get it, but no, absolutely not. Do not feed into the resellers. Hell no. Fuck no. But if you can get them for like $100 though, that'd be crazy. Hell yeah, definitely pick them up. I got them for 45 at a secondhand shop, so I just got very blessed that day. I was extremely lucky. So yeah, that was just me. Like I said, the likelihood of you finding him in person is just, I don't even know how I found him. I just got like I said, incredibly lucky. But if you can find him for like $100, I would say hell yeah. All right, for 100, that's not bad. All right, compared to the regular resale prices. Okay, compared to like 200, 210, or 200 plus. Yeah, 100's not that bad. All right, now I hope y'all enjoyed this special video. Okay, it probably feels like just a regular review, but I'll work on getting these specials more special. Oh my god, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'll make sure that next specials in the future are better for sure. I'm gonna definitely work on it. I would definitely make more in the future, best believe. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed, and happy Halloween. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, if you on a diet right now, maybe just enjoy some candy today, my nigga. It's okay to let loose a little bit, okay? If you're gonna be intoxicated, my nigga, just make sure you driving with somebody else. Make sure someone's driving you home, okay? That's all I gotta say. All right, no drunk drivers, no crashes, okay? We all gotta be safe, okay? Gotta listen to me. All right, now I love y'all. Happy Halloween. I'm gonna see y'all, I don't know, actually. I really don't know.
Don't need pills, I don't need drugs, I don't need wine. I need this hoe, I need this one to hit my line, yeah. I need your love, I need your brain, I need your time. No, it's too much, I need your love, I know she's mine.